Trip the camera. See? How did that happen before? Did they wake... Was I running and they woke up or something? How's that even possible? Revolver, flamethrower shot. Wait! Crap, shit. I don't have any stun baton because that's in that... There's a charge... Fuck. I think the last one of these has a tag in it. What was that sound? Where's the rewire for that? Oh shit, it's over there, huh? What was that? Oh dear.
Ripley, good to see you alive. Apollo's security perimeter has been built so that only Seegson synthetics can interact with it. Listen to me. I'm going to have to do something rather drastic if I hope to connect with Apollo.
And that is? You'll fill me in when I get here? Yeah, I can't do any of this stuff until this is over.
I'm going to use the reformat chamber. It's the only option. I've had to divert power from the area to allow me to try.
I'll save a Rooney.
Samuels, that's too dangerous.
Yes, far too dangerous. Wish me luck.
Samuels, don't!
Infection has been purged. The creature is no longer on board. The station is safe. Request that all hazard containment operations are suspended. Alert. Unauthorized connection. Ripley, Apollo's rejecting me. We might be in trouble.
Samuels?
Until power. Apollo is trying to stop me from interfacing. Oh no! Amanda! You need to manually disconnect the systems. Please!
Jesus, Samuels, I'll try!
Wait! You need to do it in the correct order, or the cascade will be fatal for me. I'm accessing Seegson schematics. Remove the red cable first.
Okay, red first! Red done!
Next, look for a blue cable. Can you see it?
You just go in order around the room. Lights go out and you can't see the colors anymore.
Got it! Blue disconnected. What next?
This one or that
I'm
one?
having trouble accessing the schematics. Apollo is making things difficult.
I need the next one, Samuels! What?
What's happening out there, Ripley?
The emergency lights have come on! I can't make out the colors of the cables! You're gonna have to guide me to them!
The next one is plugged into a wall socket. There was an upturned gurney nearby.
Okay. Turn gurney, wall socket. It's just in a circle around the room. Starting at the door you came in, it just goes all the way around.
Found it!
Just two more, Ripley. Look for an open floor panel. There should be a deactivated android next to it.
Got it, Samuels!
Just the last one now, Ripley.
You right in there, bud?
Samuels. You're dying.
You talk like I've had an actual life. I thank you for that.
Samuels.
The Apollo transit is open. Once you get into the core, it will talk
You did that for me.
I wanted Amanda Ripley to have closure.
How do I get out of here?
Ricardo, if you're there, pick up.
I'm here, sorry.
Samuels is gone.
Shit.
He opened Apollo Transit for me. I'm gonna go straight there. I'll get Apollo to lift the lockdown.
Now I can go in here. Okay. There's definitely a tag in the way I came through here. These fuckers might be hot now, though. Open my menu. EMP mine. These guys, they might be all activated, but there's a tag. Somewhere in this part, it might be in the tunnels, I guess. Oh, it's right there. I was thinking the third office had a tag in it. Was in my mind. It just happened to be in the tunnels part of it. I can... Something's buzzing. Something's moving up above me. Hey, buddy. You're still good here?
What are you doing here?
Now back to the transit and get out of here. I knew one of those guys would be hot. They wake up. There's no avoiding it. They were all dormant on the way through there, unless you tripped the cameras, but on your way back, they were definitely going to get you with one.
An interview tape. You need to hear it.
Now I can go
Play it,
back
Ricardo.
this way. Now we're getting there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Calm down, Tram.
I'm Taylor. Sector Exec Wayland Yutani.
Oh, the big guns now, huh? Not some girl with abandonment issues?
Leave Ripley out of this. She's just looking for closure. I'm looking after Wayland Yutani interests.
And I'm looking to get out of this fucking cell. What can I do with you?
Maybe. This is being recorded. You understand?
I saw. Red lights on.
I want data. The location of the planetoid where you found the derelict. All data you have on the origin of that organism.
I can give you that. And a way off this station. You just have to let me out.
I can probably agree to those terms. What the fuck?
Taylor! Taylor, get me out of this cell right now! Get me out!
Okay.
Ripley?
I heard it.
Apollo private transit available. Board for Apollo Core.
Okay. Is it this one, right? It doesn't really say where that goes. Is it here yet? Oh, there it is.
These card for the Central Apollo frame, Sevastopol Science and Medical Tower.
Okay, so that's chapter 12. That was get to the synthetics and find Samuels. Apollo is fucking up. They won't release the lockdown. The Joes have gone nuts. So now we go to Apollo Core. The super cooled area with all of the Joes in it that are armored and everything to try to access it directly. This part is hard.
You're on the floor above the Apollo core. This whole area contains Apollo's supportive systems with the AI core itself at the center. Apollo prevented Samuels from lifting the lockdown remotely, but once you're inside, he made sure it'll at least talk to you.
I've come over to Apollo to find out what sent the synthetics crazy. This place has gone to hell. Apollo's redirected core android duties, and they've just walked away from the maintenance we requested after we got the news. Coolant's everywhere, gas has escaped, and the primary access lift has shut itself down. I flagged a help request, but apparently I'm 45th in line. Systems are suddenly obsessed with hazard containment. I'm gonna find a way down. Spinning out.
Firearms detected.
You've got to be shitting me.
Place firearms on security. Zeexon and Apollo, thank you.
I'll bet.
Look at everything I'm carrying. It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Apollo systems inaccessible.
Ricardo, the way-in's blocked off.
The schematics they use for the Sevastopol sales tour should be nearby. See if there's a back door.
Okay, let's see. There's a power conduit that links to the Apollo core. I can use that.
You think you'll fit?
Turn off the electrics, take some deep breaths, squeeze. Easy.
I'm not coming up there to pull you out if you get stuck. Huddling up to a live conduit's gonna hurt though, right?
I'll have to power it down first.
What the hell is this? Why is this even here? That was R1, okay. Definitely hard for me getting used to these buttons.
Ray, it's Chief. There's something wrong with your synthetics. The team I requisitioned to acid strip lower habitation just stopped in their tracks. They barked something about a hazard containment order, tried to get into my control booth, and then just marched off. I know I always complain about those...
Ricardo, conduit's offline for now.
I've pulled up the Apollo schematics here. It looks like you can get to the access to the turbine shaft. There'll be an emergency shut-off nearby, but it won't stay off forever. You'll have to get inside quickly.
Boop, 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 boop. This is another room useless. These are just here, huh? Emails and logs. Fantastic.
Turbine's off. Way should be clear.
You better run. If Apollo systems overheat, they'll reboot.
This is gonna be tight.
Good luck. Ripley, you're getting deeper into Apollo and your radio signal's getting faint. I'm gonna lose you soon.
Great. Just keep him crossed for me, huh?
There's gonna be lots of Joes down there, Rip. Could be dangerous.
There we go.
Samuel sacrificed himself so I could get here. I've gotta try.
I thought he was a pretty nice guy for a synthetic.
Me too.
Ooh. Those will definitely kill me. This isn't actually timed, is it? Left. Right.
Ricardo,
Now this one goes
the entrance is
first.
locked. Any idea what to do next?
I can't hardly hear you, River.
These gas masks are in here.
Ricardo? For Christ's sake. If you can hear me, find another way to make contact. Something's up with my earpiece.
Oops. Restore power. Oh god. I can't uncrouch. That's the way out of here. So I took care of that guy. I don't know if they come back from that.
All visiting corporate representatives must report to their nearest synthetic.
Oh, Jesus. He just jumped right on me. I had no chance there.
Unwarranted.
And this is just haul-ass territory. You can't hurt them. They're fucking shock-proof in those suits. I think I lost him, though. Hey, what's happening? Yeah, I get around here and there. Sometimes there'll be big, long gaps before I stream it all. It's older characters. The goal was to just do, like, DLC stuff as they came out. New characters for Tekken 7, and then... Do I have to turn something on first? And then DLC as they came out. So now those are done. I'm going to do a couple more and revisit some old ones. Might as well have most of them done and ready to go before, you know, the next game gets announced or whatever. Oops. Because then I'll have most of the work done, right? You know, Tekken 8 comes out, most of the stuff is going to be pretty simple. Not going to be a lot of differences, I don't think, unfortunately.
Left hemisphere server banks, now active. Right hemisphere server banks, now active.
I'm amazed at how much I like Julia. I hated her for 15 years. She was my biggest enemy for the whole time.
Android's at the door. Ransom's nowhere to be seen.
And to be fair, I think she was probably better in Tekken 5. She had some... Oh, there's the tag. She was pretty messed up in Tekken 5. All the Tequila Sunrise options and stuff, some of those go to bow and arrow. She could do dirty, dirty things. But she's really good now. They have not half-assed with that character. Very just full of everything, right? You never get bored playing her. She does a lot of everything. There's... Come on, dude! What am I supposed to do here?
Please, calm down.
Open the door, open the door, open the door.
Okay. If I power these up, one of them should give me access to Apollo's security banks.
Fuck, I split them up.
I must leave with the core. Can't do anything without power.
Oh, come on! They seriously just flanked me like that?
That stings.
One more tag in here? Yes, there is.
Running causes accidents.
No. Come on, door. Come on, door. Can they follow me in here? Of course they can. What the fuck? What am I supposed to do against this? If they aggro, I'm dead. I can't do anything to stop them. At this point in the game, these things are literally invincible. I can't hurt them. Look at them fucking flank me. In their grab range. Oh, this is the way out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. They definitely can't follow me in here. I think I made it. What's X? I should try to use this thing and it won't work. Go back into these tunnels. Oh. There we go. Same to the other side. At least I got through here. I mean, it wasn't pretty. I used up 2 med kits, but I made it through without dying here. Just because I know where to go. Like, this part is fucking stupid when you just first play it. There's nothing you can do against those guys. You don't know what the goal is. Even that last part where I just ran down the edge and, like, clicked on the things as I went past them. I don't know what that was for. I was just clicking on stuff. Eventually I clicked on the right one, I guess.
Should make the job easier.
It makes no sense. There's no direction of how to do that. It seems like it's total nonsense. And you're surrounded in an area that has 5 Joes in it that are ooh, Jesus, wrong way. They're literally invincible. You can't hurt them, you can't slow them down, you can't stun them. There's nothing you can do against any of those guys. All of this horse shit is useless. They can't be stun batoned. They don't get hit by EMPs. You can't flamethrower them. Shotguns don't kill them. There's nothing you can do against like 5, maybe 6 Joes in that area. With no direction. You have no idea what to do in any of this. You turn this thing on, it doesn't work, and then you turn this thing on, and then all of a sudden you can go out through one of these hatches. Like, that's the hard part, too, is figuring out these little hatches, the little dot dash lines right to the center. That's the way into this core. And, like, how would you even, like, know that? You're walking through this big, like, cluster of server rooms down here, running from the androids. Oh, there's that little tiny valve in the wall. That's how you get out, and you get into this core. Because you can't just get into the core via this freaking door. This is the room we came into. You know? This won't open. It'd be great if you would just make like the loop all the way around, right? Go through the one hemisphere to the consultation thing, around the other one, back into this room, right there, and then come through this door. That would be perfect. Coming through this door would be just perfect, but no. You have to go back inside the loop and then find the hatch in the wall to crawl in to get into the core. That was really unnecessary. Like, even if you figured out to press all the buttons and get through it, how do you even get in here? It's so obtuse. It was really unnecessary. They could have just, by the time you restored everything, could have opened that center door. Just open that center door and let me walk in here. That would have been just fine. They made this way too hard here. This is hours when you don't know what you're doing. You're going to die so many times because they'll catch you. You didn't figure anything out. You just kind of ran around in circles and didn't get anything accomplished. This is a big, awesome 70s computer core, though.
What the hell? Two days after we left? You're kidding me. Sons of bitches! It isn't on the damn station.
That seems so random. Oh, well, I couldn't run scans. Normal scans didn't show up, so no. Could have said, presence detected. Abnormal presence detected. Please proceed or whatever, but it doesn't. I mean, there's a whole other chapter of wasting time. I should go down here to check out the core and then boom, oh, here's the problem. But no, there's a whole other chapter. Maybe two. No, just one. This engineering deck crap is totally useless. You have to move the big transfer cart out of the way and go through the hallways that are all lined with guns and shit. This part is totally unnecessary. Then to get down to the reactor core, which is cool. And you find out what's down there. Yeah, I love this 1970s future. This just absolutely nails the entire visual design of the movie. How it feels, even to us, it still feels futuristic because it's a spaceship and there's lights and control panels and stuff everywhere. But also kind of it feels authentic because we know a lot of our space shuttle crap would be built from the 70s. There's so much just old equipment that never gets retired aboard some of these things. Chairs and panels and doors and hatches and stuff are from the 70s. That's what I hate most. Well, there's lots of things I hate about Prometheus and Covenant. Is the visual design is so just fucking ultra sci-fi hologram display, you know, showing Iron Man maps and stuff on the screen of all these like overlaid visual computer scan garbage. I absolutely despise it. It's completely contrary to what you're doing. If those are supposed to be prequels to this, if like Alien Covenant is supposed to be 20 years before this, it shouldn't look 5,000 years more advanced. I really, really hate that design. I despise it. Colorful computer monitors and all of these like symbols and diagrams and shit. I think it's ridiculous. And I'm disappointed that Ridley Scott had anything to do with it. That he would say, yeah, this belongs in Alien. Is that enough? Is it just the one? Like, this is such a perfectly nailed aesthetic. And those two movies are just way out of left field compared to this. I think the one thing that I hate the most design-wise, though, is when they find... In Prometheus, when they find the engineer base, or whatever it was, the one that was full of the jars of the samples of the stuff, inside the engineer's ship or the hallway or whatever, it looks like an alien nest. It has that like organic bone structure rib cage to the hallway stuff as like just a design choice. They built their ships and hallways to look like that. Yet when the aliens hatch and they take over a facility, it doesn't make any sense, right? That like biomechanical design makes sense for the alien. When you walk into a ship and you can see it's been taken over by those like bony mechanical things, that makes total sense. But why would the engineers just build buildings that look like that? Just to let you know, oh, aliens are near. Like, it made no sense, because they weren't released. The alien parasite or whatever, xenomorph thing, was not released inside that engineer building they found. They released it when they cracked the pod. That building had been there for how many thousands of years, and inside it just looked like that. It just happened to look like this biomechanical ribcage shit because they felt like it. That was just their design choice, and somehow we're supposed to believe the aliens just made shit that also looked like that. Like, I understand that's, you know, different people come in to make movies for stuff. Oh my god, and they have different design choices for things. But this was fucking Ridley Scott himself. Sat there and said, yes, this belongs in Alien. Shotgun. Shotgun. What's the button for my shotgun? My left and right. Oh, I don't have any? Oh, yeah, I don't have any. Oops. Looks like it's just haul-ass territory now. Fuck, I'm lost. And now he caught me again. I can't see where I'm going. I hate, and Resident Evil 2 does the same thing. When you get grabbed by a zombie, here we go. You get grabbed and like the camera spins around and like it's trying to drag you to the ground and everything. And when you get out of the grab, you have no idea which way you're facing. Like, I'm facing a totally different direction, and I have no idea which way I'm supposed to go, and then I get grabbed again. I'm just running through the cameras, it doesn't matter. Can I ion torch this door? No, I don't have that yet. How do I get through this? Ooh, nice juke. Oh, here we go, this way. There was a side way into one of these rooms that has the torch or the bolt gun in it, so I can kill these things. I just happen to get detected immediately here. Seriously? Oh, there's a rewire. There's the torch I need. Okay, stop looking at it. I'm gonna get grabbed. I guess I have these. I only had to put my shotgun and flamethrower in the security room. I still have all of my gadget stuff. Please deposit all weapons in the conveyor belt. You can take your grenades and EMP devices with you. And your 4,000 degree cutting torch, that's fine. Gotta make sure I didn't miss the bolt gun in all of this chaos. Seriously?
All local synthetics to reactor facility. Corporate interests must be protected at all times.
Are you under there? Jesus Christ. How was I supposed to get down there without getting noticed? This part of the game, dude, I'm telling you. It's so bad. At least I can kill these ones. They're not Super Joes from inside the core. But why am I doing this? Why do I have to go through another deck of like machinery and crap with no... I'm supposed to get down to the core. The Apollo core moved over so I could descend the ladder. That doesn't take me to the core. It just takes me to like the middle of the fucking engineering deck. And I have to find all of these latches and move all the way. This is so stupid. It could just take me to the core. And the reason why it won't shut down the scans or whatever. It could have gone right to that. This part is just not fun. I don't have my guns. They made it just impossible to stealth through here. You have to just... working Joes everywhere. This is an hour of the game that could totally just go. We don't need this part. Where's the last one? Over here? There's good stuff a-coming. We don't need this bit. The best part of the game is almost on us. We're just wasting time getting to it. Okay. I'm supposed to move one of this. This thing moves. Oh, now we're talking. How's it up? There it is. It's up here. It's actually a very good game. It really is. But it suffers from the same thing that every like key survival horror game does. Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space, the same thing. They're too long. They're just too long. There's an unnecessary amount of stuff in it. If you listen to like the plot of this game, you know, you land on the station, you try to restore communications, Taylor gets hurt, and you have to go to med supplies and get, you know, a kit for her. Then you meet the federal marshals on the station. They tell you about the alien. Then you try to trap the alien. And then you make your way back onto the station. And now everybody's dead because of the alien. Right? That was what I just described was like 10, 12 hours of gameplay. And the problem is it's all on board the station. The visual look is the same. It's all the same station everywhere you go. And so, like, you get lost a lot. There's a tram that goes between, like, the 3 major hubs of the station, but visually they're all the same. They look like, you know, the first Alien movie does. They all hit that aesthetic, but you can't tell where you are unless you, like, know the game forward and backwards. You get lost a lot because you can't really describe where anything is as you're going there. It's really hard to like find your way around because it's all trams. It'd be one thing if it was like a big like Resident Evil mansion, you know, where you get used to everything because you've learned the paths down each hallway and which ones go, which ones don't. It's not. You travel to a whole different area and then you go down here. This is where I started. I went through this level the first time. I have no idea which like way to go. Like I can sit at this point because I've played this game like 5 times. I can sit back and be like, okay, if I wanted to go from synthetics to medical, I would go this way and take this elevator, and right? But like in a pinch, if you just dropped me in a random room, I wouldn't know where I was going. I'd have no idea. It's not till like this point where I started tonight, like chapter 12, where you end up on any different area of the station whatsoever. So like you really get a sense of just like you're walking around doing God knows what, God knows where for a very long time.
Strange.
It definitely feels padded when there's no purpose to it. Really? I gotta run through this whole section again. Oh, here's the thing.
This could really do some damage.
Why not ask me about Sebastopol's safety protocols?
But on top of that, it's a super good game. It really is. The alien is ruthless. Its AI is just all over you. It seems like it knows what you're doing because it kind of does. The game is really programmatic in like determining where you could go because the alien can go anywhere and it knows you can only go certain regions. It cuts you off. It can be frustrating. The biggest frustration is that it's classic Resident Evil saves. You have to get to a typewriter to save. There are no checkpoints in this game. Was that not what it just said? 6832. You save your game at points where you can save, and that's it. So you could lose, you know, God knows how long, an hour worth of playtime constantly, just because the alien drops in on you and you were out of flamethrower or whatever, dead. Just like that, dead. That gets frustrating. A part that's hard, the medical ring that's dark, you have to find a certain key in one of the rooms, like a big ring of like patient rooms. You have to find a key in there. It's dark and the alien is everywhere. You can't see anything, you can't hear shit, but neither can he. And like that's the cool part about it is once you realize how advanced the game is, you can do shit like it's like it's kind of happening here. You can turn off the air filtration system. You can go in a room and lock the door temporarily. And one of these little rewire consoles, you can turn off air purification for that room. And what it'll do is the room will get like foggy and stinky and it'll scare the alien out of there. It doesn't like that any more than you do. So you can kind of like force it out of that room and then run in behind it and check the next room and stuff like that. It's actually very, very good the way it's designed. But it's hard. And one little mistake and you get insta-killed. The alien is an instant death every single time it spots you, unless you can like flamethrower it or grenade or whatever, right? If you don't have any of that shit, it's death, and you start over from the save point. That's very frustrating. Having Resident Evil save points was difficult to deal with in a game this hard and this long. That's a double whammy, sort of. Like, there are points where you got to do like what amounts to be a 10 to 15 minute segment perfectly once you know what you're doing to get through it, but you spend an hour and a half, 2 hours learning how to do that, getting killed and trying over and over and stuff like that. Did I think I might have missed a tag. There was only 2 tags in there. So like, it's kind of a combination of things. It's hard, and it's supposed to be. The alien is meant to be ruthless, but combine that with having to manually save everywhere is tough. It's very unforgiving. And it's long. There are very long parts of it where you just like, fuck, I gotta go all this again? There's a tag in here, I think. I don't think I got it. Oh yeah, I did. It's this guy. Yeah. No, there's one in the core. All right. I mean, like, that's not a bad thing necessarily. It's frustrating. That's the biggest complaint people would have with this game, is they gave up. They didn't want to deal with this crap. It's too hard. I'm of the opinion that Dark Souls is doing it the wrong way. You have a difficult game that you got to teach people how to play as you're doing it. I think they're doing it the wrong way. I personally think there's zero value gained in constantly dying. Look at a boss fight in Dark Souls specifically. And what I mean is, like, right, you fight this big demon and it just whomps you with this grab and you die and then you start over. Like, okay, don't get hit by that. And how many times does that take you? Like, it'll have 6 different attacks that will kill you the first time until you realize how to dodge those attacks, right? That's the kind of the way that it works. And so, like, the 7th time, you should probably have it down. You know what you're doing. But, like, why do you need to die and start all over to do that? Why couldn't it just, like, do massive damage, let you back off real quick, heal up, and then continue the fight, a la Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter is just a Dark Souls game that's only boss fights. The only difference is you don't die 10 times fighting the monster. You just fight it for 20 minutes straight. You back off and you heal, you re-equip, you rebuff and stuff like that. Then you jump back into the monster and continue fighting it. You learn how it dodges attacks, you learn what you do, which is the exact same process as Dark Souls. You learn what to dodge, you learn where you can hit it, and you know how to stay safe and all that stuff. But Dark Souls makes you die and start over every time. I don't think there's a learning process there, especially when it comes down to a 5-minute walk to get to the boss every time. You have to walk all the way around this corridor just to get to the boss, just to start it over 12 times to learn how to fight it. I think that's just very detrimental. I would 110% rather not die to the boss, just take a crap ton of damage, be like, oh shit, I almost died, and then continue the fight and learn from there.
I think it went into the floor, maybe the ceiling.
I think you're really just taking a big step backwards when you have to just do the whole thing over every time. The load screen, the walk there, and then you get grabbed by the thing right away. Like, oh shit, I forgot about that grab. Instant death, start over. I think that's just unnecessary. That's wholly unnecessary. You can make the game teach you the patterns and stuff and learn how to play it without having to do all that garbage in between time, without having to do the walk and the reloads. I think that part of it is wasted. And even in the same a stage of Dark Souls, when you have to get through one particular area, and it might take you 3 or 4 tries, so you get killed by this one monster. Like, okay, I learned how to beat this monster, now I keep going. Yeah, I mean, a Zelda boss is a much easier paradigm, but that's the principle, right? You generally don't die in a Zelda boss, you heal up, and then you get used to the pattern. You see what the pattern is, you exploit it, get your hits in, and then if you take a hit, right, you back off and you heal and you try again, and then the pattern changes. That's the idea that I'm talking about. I think Dark Souls letting you just die. Oh, here's this thing grabbed you, instant death, start over. I think that's very, very backwards. It does. Like I said, everything you learn makes it easier. It does. I approve of that. I like the way it does that, but the death part is not necessary. You just don't need to die and start over so many times to do it. You walk through an area and you get past the first monster, and then you die to the second one, right? Oh, okay, that's cool. Let me just start over again, and then you die to that first monster, because that first monster was really hard to learn how to fight, and you lose all those souls. Like, I don't think that's necessary to be that punishing.
Business as usual. I'm gonna have to explore the lower level.
Should be an elevator down somewhere.
But I like the idea of the learning process that it puts you through. I think that's very cool. The games are that difficult with that level of reward for getting good. I think the answer could be somewhere in the middle. Just like a Zelda boss. You don't need to die. You don't need to die 10 times to learn how to fight it. You just need to get hit 10 times, right? That's what they're teaching you. Here's the 10 ways this boss can kill you. Get used to them all. Oh shit, I gotta reload this thing. Triangle button is reload. I don't mind the way of punishment. I like, you know, getting kicked around by a boss and learning how to beat it is the best part, but like having to kill you and start over and checkpoint and walk there is the worst. Especially because there's not an entire boss in like the history of Dark Souls that has a save point right in front of it. The boss becomes a save point. If I could save right outside the Abyss Watchers and then go fight the Abyss Watchers, that'd have been great. You can't. Your save point is like 2 minutes away. You have to run past like 30 things. How am I supposed to loot this? That, you know, how that just adds up. 10 times of having to fight the same boss. Each time's a 2-minute walk to get there. Like, that's not necessary. That's the cool thing about the game, though, is like when you get through the levels and you find the checkpoint, and you're like, okay, so this first bonfire is actually really close to the end. I can take this new shortcut and get to the end. That stuff is great. But even then, even if it's like a 30-second walk to the boss, and you gotta go through the door, and then you get insta-kill. That 30 seconds times 10 attempts, times 15 attempts. You end up, in my opinion, you end up walking to the boss more than you do learn to fight the boss. You know what I mean? It adds up. All the times you have to retry against the boss, I think, add up to a lot of wasted time just walking there. I think it could be streamlined. I think it could, instead of the boss just killing you outright, just like knock you down to critical, you know, you run into a corner or hide behind something while you heal. And then you attack. That would be so much more rewarding to me. Because then it's a boss fight to the end, right? You actually fight it for 20 minutes. Back off, heal yourself, re-equip a new buff or whatever, and then hit it. An extended fight, like a Monster Hunter fight. Rather than just like, repeat until you get it perfect. Because beating a Dark Souls boss is basically getting it perfect. You're going to die until you get it perfect on your 10th try or whatever, you know? That could all be done in just one massive try, in my opinion, I think is the difference. I don't love Monster Hunter, but I can appreciate a lot of elements about it. I honestly wish Monster Hunter were more like Dark Souls in the regard of the way the boss fights you so tenaciously. The Monster Hunter doesn't seem like it's fighting you. It seems like it's just kind of like flipping its tail around, or it swipes or whatever. It's just stuff going on around it. Whereas a Dark Souls boss sees you and is trying to kill you fast. You know what I mean? It's directly engaging you and reacts to your shit. Monster Hunter bosses just don't feel like that to me. Oh, baby. Give me my stuff back. But at the same time, they kind of do. And I feel like that would be a huge boon to Monster Hunter if those bosses could become even more engaging. But also, you play it with 4 people, so, right, it's got to aggro across 4 people. I get it. Monster Hunter's not quite doing it for me. I might get the Switch one.
Ricardo, they're all here.
But it's...
Everyone that's missing.
Like I said, it is like a Dark Souls game with just, it's just all boss fights. There's nothing else to it.
It's like a farm.
Shit. Just get out of there. Now.
So how long has it been since that was at the reactor? About half an hour?
I'll have to restore power to the
Till you get to this, till you realize, oh god, there's an entire nest at the bottom of this station. This is the point where like, oh shit. Something is very wrong here. When you get to the reactor and the reactor's like, it's because of this, because there's a nest under the reactor core. I went through that whole engineering segment just now for nothing. I could have gone right to this. The core, the Apollo core moves out of the way, and I climbed on that ladder. I could have climbed right to here. Right? That would have been great. Okay, reactor, Apollo, what's wrong with your stupid reactor? Let me go down and check. Oh, I see. This is what's wrong. Why'd I have to do that whole engineering section just now? What was that good for? Nothings, I tell you. Molly. Give me Molly. Alright, this is the key here. Well, if I have flamethrower, 625 is a lot. I should be okay here. Okay, then. Ban. Done. Okay. Alright. So now we get to the heart of the matter. There's a friggin' nest down here. Hundreds of these things. So the one that I killed was of almost no consequence. The one we ejected off the station was almost of no consequence. I'll tell you what, we talked about how hard this game is. Look at this. Look at that. Did you even hear that? Just a little tiny scree, and it runs out. That's instant death. If that thing reaches you, you die. And you go back to your last save point. Those are so tiny and so just impossible to detect. I think there's 2 left. Because I think that egg in the distance and that one, those aren't erupted yet. I think there's one more in this room. And now that like the nest is expanding, when you get back into the station, what was that? Those little guys, the little face huggers are plentiful. There are lots of those. And they are instant death. If you didn't see it and you didn't hear it like come after you, you're dead. You start over that last half an hour. So there's 2 halves of the core of the reactor. One of them I activated. Now I got to find the second one. I think was go back. Hey, buddy.
This isn't good.
This part is hard. This part is hard, but it's fun. It's not like unfair. The part with the Sure is a good thing everything aboard this whole station has these little power generator things nearby. Power's out. Go turn the handle. It'll be fine. Just turn the handle? Yeah, turn the handle 3 times. There goes both of them. supposed to get a save in here, right? I'm pretty sure that does damage to me. Killing it that way. Just by the way it works. I can't like swing early or anything. I'm pretty sure it punches me before it dies. Come on. What the fuck? There it is. Phew, Jesus. The Nintendo buttons are getting me killed, man. I don't know why games feel the need to reverse the actual buttons for a Nintendo console. Who cares that their fucking letters are backwards? Who gives a shit? Is it really important that the gamer plays this on 2 platforms, knows that X is X and Y is Y? They have muscle memory that says X is the one on the left, Y is the one on the right. You come to a Nintendo console, that gets fucking reversed for the sake of keeping the letters the same. I don't blame Nintendo, letters or whatever they are, but Jesus Christ, developer, why would you flip the fucking commands?
Ricardo, I can destroy the
What
nest.
for?
Ripley, you've put yourself in enough danger today.
I can power up all the cores, overload them, and then initiate a reactor purge. It'll destroy everything down there.
Look, I'm not trying to persuade you out of this, Rip. I'd just like it if you didn't die.
This is what's gonna happen. There are emergency overflow circuits that feed excess power into the local capacitor banks on each tower. If I decouple them and discharge the system, the purge will be external. The nest is right in harm's way.
I have no clue what you just said.
Just find something to hold on to.
Oh shit, there's another one. More of you, huh? Okay, where's the first thing? Right here? We'll load out the core. Okay, it's right here. Did I do that twice or what? Yeah. Okay. are getting a little bit unnecessary. This is a great gimmick for hacking your way into places in the station, but for Christ's sakes. I've done enough of this. So there's 3 spots for each one. Do this one for beta core, then around the other side of it, do that thing twice, then do one of the front twice. Huh? Betas is on the other side. Oh my god. It's on the front here. Oh my god, the other one is all the way up here. Now it's back down there. Oh, talk about padding. I mean, if you were running from the Joes the whole time, this would be impossible. It wouldn't be scary or tense, it would just be impossible. I mean, all 4 of them are right there, you just killed them, and now I'm just walking. I'm just walking. There's no need for there to be 6 things all across the place for me to go click on and stuff. Like, I love the commitment to the design aesthetic, right? Like, this is how shit works. You turn this lever to open the conduit, you go over to the conduit, oh fuck, there's another guy. Oh fuck. Okay, now this is scary again. Probably go. Am I taking the lift up or am I going that way? No. This is the exit. What? I have to go upstairs. Oh, here we go. I know I had to go upstairs to the control room to turn it all off, but I was thinking I had to do that via the lift on the side. Where the fuck is the door? Oh, here it is.
The nest. Hang tight. Here's trouble.
Sevastopol. Power levels throughout Sevastopol compromised.
There's still some on the station. Shit. Huh. I'm sorry, Ricardo.
Just get back to the Marshal Bureau, Rip. Please. Wait, Rip, something weird's happening.
You think?
I need you to get to medical, now. The reactor purge is... It's resetting systems across Sevastopol. Lights, transit, maybe even communications. I think this is our big chance. Just go, now! We might not have much time. I'm heading down to comms.
I don't know what this does. This is how I first came into here via engineering. This shortcut is useless. I feel like there's supposed to be a tag upstairs in that control room now, I thought, or on the way back from it or something. Am I missing it? What's this way? Nothing? Oh, what's this room? There it is. That's what I was thinking of. It's this room, not the upstairs office. I don't need more items. I have plenty of everything except fuel. Flamethrower fuel is all I need. I honestly don't know why I can't use booze. I should be able to just dump this extra booze into the flamethrower. Where am I going back to? The med tower? Engineering transit station. Oh, go to San Cristobal Medical. Okay. There's chapter 14 down.
Ricardo, I'm at medical. Did you manage to get to comms?
I'm here. but I was too late. Apollo's recovered from the reactor purge and locked out external comms again.
Damn it. So why'd you send me here?
Plan B, Rip. See, before I left, the system showed a ship approaching Sevastopol. I think it's the Anesidora. Marlowe managed to send out his auto codes to call it in while comms were temporarily open.
We've got to get to it. Is it docking?
No, but it's in a holding position nearby. Head for the ambulance bay. The shuttles are really short range, but they'll make it.
Got it.
Oops. Damn it. So aliens are active again. They're all over the place, I think. I can't run anymore. I think this part was old. I think you could get here a long time ago.
I found an area in habitation where we can seal ourselves in and wait for rescue. I've
I need
got
to
guys
check.
welding vents shut.
Oh, that's where you go back, right? This door was the no, it wasn't. So you talk to the people on your way to shut out the stairwell to try to trap the alien. You talk to certain people, and eventually you'll get the code for the one room that has the med pack in it, or the med kit upgrade system or something. But that was it right there. Or is this the wrong transit station? Still can't get up there. Oh, I've been here already too. This is Nostromo log. Because this is the main entrance to medical, which you could never really do before. The first time you did this, you went through a bizarre vent way through the bottom and all that stuff. And you did the medical of the patient ring. Your first like major encounter with the alien that was super tense. And end up with the explosion, right? You got to the ambulance bay to try to get out and it exploded and it's on fire and all that shit when you had to climb out to the top. That's where I'm going now. I'm just coming in through the actual proper way. That was the way you escaped before, and now you can go in this way. Instead of having taken the most roundabout way possible. But I'm still going back through that main, like, medical, super cluttered hallway circle. Whew. This whole game is hard. I think, like, man, that part is hard. Oh, man, this part is hard. The whole damn game is hard. Yeah, so this is where it blew up the very first time.
On my terminal. Marlowe's already taken one of the shuttles.
Can't say anything. There it is.
Sounds like the system check went okay. Some ducts still need rewriting, but as I keep getting told, there's not much we can do about it whether Nostromo is in the air. Parker's coming up with the sign-off sheets. But I know Ripley wants to chew his ear about the secondary load unit. I'm gonna stay out of it for now. They know what they're doing. Dallas, Nostromo Captain, signing off.
I love they got all the actors to do these little recordings for them again. That's so cool. Especially now that 2 of them are dead, I think. Ian Holm is dead. Well, he wouldn't have been in it much in the first place. He was the guy that died from the alien. He wouldn't have had many lines. Yaphet Kotto is dead now, too.
My name is Julia Jones, and I'm a writer covering Sevastopol's decommissioning. I was hoping to interview you about your...
I want to say the last guy with the hat. Yaphet Kotto and the guy with the hat were like the 2 hirees. You know, just regular bums. I think that other guy might be dead now, too. I can't remember what his name was. No, Lambert was the woman's name. It was the whole time. The guy with the hat, what was his name? Can I not go this way? Oh, that sucks, because it's right there. Of all the doors to catch on fire. Really gonna make me go the longest possible way around, huh? No alien through here, because it definitely would have showed up for that. Flashbang, not as useful as you'd think in this game. Doesn't really work on the alien. I guess it's distracting enough to Joe's, but for as much stuff as I have, EMP mines are way better. Oh crap. Level 3 is not playing around.
Coordinates already in the system. Just punch the dash.
What about you?
So now I'm headed to the Anesidora before it escapes to try to catch Marlowe. I don't know why. Because I guess he has comms. I could use his ship to call. We still have to get out of here somehow, so I guess that's an option. Or do we know that he has Taylor with him? Is that part of it? Do we know he kidnapped Taylor in the audio recording?
Ricardo, can you hear me?
Out of range. Not sure how much longer the link's gonna last. How much longer the link's gonna last.
No way for me to die on this ship at all, is there?
I think we may have broken our losing streak. We've barely been scraping a living the past couple of years, and the Anesidora is starting to look like the wrecks we salvage. I can't say the crew's been faring any better. Then we found that flight recorder. It belongs to a ship, the Nostromo, Weyland-Yutani property. That means there'll be a reward. But then Marlowe had an even better idea. Extrapolate the path of the flight recorder to try to find the wreck of the Nostromo. We got lucky. Found a distress signal, and now we're following it. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. He always said he'd do right by me.
We're outside Sevastopol. Marlowe and Foster woke up first. She looked terrible. Meeks and me are about to take a shuttle to the station. But well, this has got to break quarantine procedures, right? It's Marlowe's ship. She's Marlowe's wife. And things got heated, and Meeks got a bloody nose. So, I don't know. Maybe the doctors will give her the all clear and things can get to normal. But if they sniff it out when we get on board, I don't want any part of it. Marlowe doesn't pay nearly enough for that kind of noise.
Just crank the handle 3 times? Yeah, boss. 3 times. Always works. Doesn't matter where in space you are. Just go turn the handle 3 times. You'll be good. Great big thing lowers down somewhere, right? Isn't it right here? Oh, here we have this thing.
Ricardo, in case you're hearing me, I've got the Anesidor's basic power systems back online. Doors should be open. Hopefully some light. Still no sign of Marlowe.
Hey, Ripley. Welcome to the Anesidora.
Marlowe? Where are you, Marlowe?
Thanks for switching the power back on. You saved me a job. I only needed it offline temporarily. I had some things to fix. Maybe you want to join my crew. Plenty of free spots.
Ripley, Marlowe's told me. He said he'd give me all the latest talent for creatures so I can take it.
Oh, you can totally die here.
Taylor? Taylor! Marlowe, what are you doing?
What no one else seems prepared to do. Come find me, Ripley. I got something for you.
That'd have been shit if you'd have just died right there. Walked all the way around, did the power thing, waited for that whole sequence just to die. The deaths are so frustrating in this game. They cost you so much time.
Get
Kind of no reason.
Added report. Personal message. This is for my daughter. Hi, Amanda. I'm recording this for you, my sweetheart, and I hope you get to hear it one day. You see, I got into trouble. My ship, there was an accident, sweetheart, and we found an alien creature. It was very dangerous. And the only way we could stop it was to destroy the ship. I'm okay. I'm stuck on this lifeboat, long way out. But we had to destroy the ship. We had to destroy the Nostromo. We just couldn't risk bringing that thing home with us. I needed to protect you. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you very soon. I love you, sweetheart.
Oh my God.
Goddamn nuke. You'll destroy the ship and the station.
It'll annihilate every trace of that creature. Ripley, it's the only way. I can't let it live. And I'm not letting the company have it, or they'll just start the whole thing over again.
Listen to me! We don't have to do this!
Stop! Stop it, Marlo!
Marlo, please.
You heard what your mother did. She understood. If she was here, she'd be helping me. You think she would want company ships on the zip code of that creature? No one must know.
There are still people alive on the station! Marlo!
Monster not. She was my wife. I loved her. And I killed her.
I think that was too late. He set it going. He set it going!
Taylor, I'll stop the overload. You have to help me. Go to that console.
Warning. Fusion reactor overload in progress.
Open the fusion system so I can work on them.
What?
I need power sent to the auxiliary generator. Look for the letters AUX.
I have it!
Just press it 3 times. 3 times? Yep.
Okay, you're doing good, Taylor. Now switch the maintenance terminal from auto to manual. Do you see it?
I can't find it!
It'll be there, Taylor. Trust me. That's it.
Level 3 is a rough one. to just like go back to normal.
Central system-wide cascade failure.
Fuck! Marlowe forced an overload. The ship's gonna tear itself apart.
See? You'll just piss the computer off that bad, expecting it to just work. Turns on. Jane, get me off this crazy thing. I'm done. Shit. How am I? Oh, Jesus. President put one more alien like right here. Like on the outside of my ambulance shuttle or something. It's just right over with us. Hell out of here.
Craft coupling malfunction. Service offline.
Ricardo.
Ripley, the Anesidora blast took out the orbital stabilizers. We're about to fall from the sky. I'm trying to contact the Torrens, but the comms are still locked. The ambulance you just docked is screwed. The Torrens is our only way off this. The broadcast from Verlaine just updated.
Hello, Sevastopol. Can you respond? We just saw a ship blow on your starboard side, took out an entire orbital stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors. I'll leave this channel open. Torrens out.
Is this the same ambulance bay I get? No, it's not. I wonder if... I assume I should still be able to get to that point. Because this is chapter 16 now. At this point, you can go revisit the entire game. You should be able to walk point to point to the entire game. Including that very, very first part you met with the dude. You haven't been able to go back there since. You can do that now through like the Galleria area.
Welcome to Citizen Communications. Please sign in at reception.
Where, yeah, right at this point now I can go back. Finding Ricardo back in the comms This was like chapter 3 or 4. We went through all of this stuff before. That's the way out of here. I'm going to go back and get stuff that I need to go back. A couple of tags and Nostromo logs. I just want to have them done. So I think I can go this way. Where's the part with the kitchen? That's over there. I think the alien is active the whole rest of the game. I'm going to sprint here real quick and find out. Well, maybe it's not. Damn it. Fuck this. It's so hard to do this on the stick. See what I mean? Analog sticks are garbage. There's no, like, digital correction. It would be great to, like, toggle an option in games to, like, set it to, like, pseudo-digital mode. Where you want it to be discretely up or down, you know? I want it to either do a direction or a diagonal or something like that. I don't want the full analog range half the time. Okay. I got a tag, got the upgraded Molly. It's pretty nice. Okay, and I want to go to the server farm, which I think is through the bottom of this vent right here, if I'm not mistaken. Like when you're running from the people that were in here, the armed gang with the guns, your very first time. I remember jumping in this hole and it went down like a little supply room that I couldn't get out of. I think that supply room is the server. What? The hell am I? Jesus. This. This is a good place to hide from those goons, and oh, cool item down here. Now that I have the ion torch, this is a shortcut back to the server farm, which has one room in it. We need the gas mask. Can you guess which one it is?
is Lambert confirming the delayed pickup of the refinery we're taking back to Earth. I've entered initial coordinates for the edge of the Epsilon Reticuli using the established haulage route. My next entry will be confirmation of our flight plan to the Sol system. Lambert, out.
Okay, now I go back through the hole. It was this way, right? Climb, there we go. Stand up. We definitely seem to be alien free for this part. So I don't want to go back to Gemini. Guys, this place sucks. Where, shit, I remember, like, what it is, where I'm going. Guess I was gonna save in. I mean, it wasn't that long. It was only like 5 or 6 minutes, but damn. Hate having to do all that over. Can I run in here? Well.
It seems there's someone behind you, helping you.
I guess it gets quicker every time I go through here.
This is Lambert, navigator on the USCSS Nostromo. Registering that all navigation beacons and soul system coordinates have now been verified by Mother. Antarctica Traffic Control will get our call on October 22nd, or a few hours on either side. Signing off.
This side, okay. Nope. No, no, no. No. This doesn't go anywhere. Ah! It's the other side. What a critical error. Yeah, this was the big ring that we blew out into space out here, this. What a waste of a segment. Like, there's so many unnecessary hallways and rooms and elevator connectors. Like, so can I take this back to... This is where I want to go. So at least I cut out a step. There's so many elevator connectors that blow your sense of direction. Everything is connected in the most obtuse way possible. The transit system doesn't make any sense. There's the Lauren Systech, there's engineering one, there's what I don't even know what they're called, let alone what's in each one and which tram to take. Really unnecessarily confusing. And there's 3 ways in and out of everything throughout the game. Doesn't help your sense of direction either. How you got to where you are is a mystery. So this should take me back to the break room. Perfect. Okay, there's the one with the password to the torch. The officer I want to check is way down the other end here. this. Okay, I did do this. This was a Nostromo log. Okay. So I definitely did that in the lockdown chapter. That's good. So. Symed Tower is where I want to go. There's a lot of work just to get Nostromo logs and like the last couple blueprints for stuff. One, there's very little game left. Hey, button, motherfucker. Like pipe bomb level 3 is not really going to get me anywhere. I don't have too much shit to blow up at this point. I mean, I guess you could try it, but like doing anything is too risky. Fighting humans or Joes or whatever, using your guns and explode, it's way too risky. Everything you do just attracts the alien and it kills you. Using a landmine to set up the guys walking around the corner on you, and then boom, you got them, but the fucking alien kills you. Use the, EMP mine to stun a Joe, and then whack the Joe to death, and the alien kills you. All of this stuff you have in this ring is not that useful, because pretty much using any of them will bring the alien, and the alien kills you. There needed to be a lot more specific usage for stuff. Like, once you could get pipe bombs, you could blow open certain passageways if they made that useful for, like, progressing in the game and stuff. Okay, up in this little office right here. This was the original way you could go to synthetics. And up and around that office is an ion door that I could never, ever open. Because you can never get through there without the torch the first time around. This was the way you had to approach the medical. Via this stupid elevator system here that doesn't make any sense. This way. How you got in there. So this has been teasing you the whole game. That was like chapter 5, when you had to make it to medical the first time.
This is a message for all members of the Seegson security team. There's been an altercation in the spaceflight terminal. Waits doesn't have our back. As of right now, no one hired as Seegson security is going on shift. We're cutting ties with the marshals and everyone else on station. Time to take care of our own. I'm gonna find some place safe for everyone to hole up. Money's dried up here. We don't owe these people anything.
So this is where I started playing tonight, and I went the wrong way from the very beginning, and ended up coming back to here. This is the synthetic plant. Cleaning plant or something. But I want to use it to go... Yeah, I want to use it to go all the way to the other end. The part where you had to get the synthetic out of the lockup and have him go get a part out of storage for you, there was a gas room up there. I think this is the right way to go for that, isn't it? Let's get a good save on here before something happens. Frustrating. I think I'm at least going to take a break for now and call it a day. So this is the long way around synthetics, right? Or no, this is just, yeah. I'm going to storage. There was that big middle area that used to have guys in it. Had guys patrolling it the first time. That led to the storage where I got, you know, the part out of the vault or whatever. These guys who are still here. That was alright.
We're heading to the edge of the system. Ripley's giving me a list of stuff she says needs doing. Says Mother's not gonna let us hit the gas if we don't fix the secondary load unit. Hell of a lot of work for a routine project. Dallas, you somehow found the time and schedule to listen in on this. Brett and me, we're doing double time. If you don't come good with a bonus, we'll take you into the union.
Guess that was enough. It might have been enough to just tag with the thrower the first time. I might not have needed the bomb. Don't mind me, folks. Where did I even get grabbed? There? Tower transit, right? Yeah. That was weird. It seemed like it just appeared in the ceiling where there wasn't a duct in the ceiling. Okay, so back to the transit station. I now head to engineering deck. I just hate this segment. It's one of those segments that's totally useless for the game. Alright, engineering decks. That's this one. So I can't make 4 until I have, or ever. Even if I have the upgrades, I still only get to carry 3 of them. Another huge load time. We're almost done collecting crap.
All transit now.
So where exactly? Take the reactor elevator up to the main deck is what my notes say.
Functions immediately.
You see, I just got that on the way through here. Well, I don't know what's down here that I couldn't have done. I think I go this way, back towards the lab part with the tram station and stuff and all the shutters I had to avoid androids. I think I go this way. Because there's nothing else here. I definitely had just come through here, and I haven't even gotten an upgraded item since that whole point in time. It has to be this. I have to go back this way somewhere. I have no idea where this one is. Oh yeah, I do remember there being a stupid door here. Okay, there's a save point coming up. It seems like it's pretty much a straight line to get out there. I think is where I'm headed. Yeah, these door load times are something else. It's this door right here, isn't it? This is the level 3 tuner door. Fucking analog sticks, dude. Nostromo log. New code for the door, 1979. Wonderful. I don't think that even exists.
Before we get out of the old freezer-ritos. Parker said, no way, not our job. Next he'll be asking for monogram towels and a massage. So we didn't do that. We told him that. Red. Over and out.
Okay, that was the only reason I came here. There is nothing else, right? I'm not going all the way back through that beginning shit. Where the hell am I? There it is. Okay. This was the engineering deck. I'm going to go back to the way I came. Alright, and the last sidetrack stop is Solomon's habitation. There's one office early on that you couldn't get to around the Marshall like area in the Galleria. But you can go all the way through that whole part, through the concourse of like the shops and everything, and take that to go all the way back to Spaceflight Terminal, the very first area. And there's a super ultra Easter egg down there. I think it's just one log, not like a Nostromo or like a tag or anything, but as far as like the data logs and files, like that there's 100 of, there's just one in there. That's all it counts for. But the cool thing about it is that you would never know it existed unless you followed this game when it came out. There's like a room that's sealed off, and there's a guy in that room. And back in 2014, that guy was like live tweeting his last couple days aboard the station. So if you followed them on Twitter, whatever his name was, Sergeant something, you know, and he was telling you what was going on aboard Sevastopol, like in the days before this game came out. And eventually, by the end of it, he would tweet out the code to get into that room. There's no other way to do it. There's nothing in the game that lets you do it. You have to know it's there. Because you didn't see it the first time. I'm pretty sure you couldn't access it your first time through. You had no idea it was even there. I don't think you could write it down. You go, oh yeah, there's this one door in the spaceflight terminal I can't open. I don't think you could get to it, but I'm not sure. You might have been able to. I'd have to find out. So that's kind of a hike way back, but it's an interesting ride to see it's there. It's kind of dumb, but it's also interesting how they set it up for you. It's just a bit tedious. Yeah, see, this is like the concourse area with the shops and everything. Go toward the Marshall Bureau, and I think I can go backwards through there. Go up. This doesn't even say where it goes, the spaceflight terminal. Yeah, okay. The Marshall Bureau, and then through these rings, up the debris, past all this crap. The bar is one of these things, right? The save room, I think that's where the bar is, where you first kind of come into this part. Then you can go all the way down there. There's the elevator to Spaceflight Terminal.
Serving the Solomon's Galleria Mall, Colonial Marshall Bureau, and the Season Habitation Suites.
So this is the first one. This is all you really need. If you're just getting tags and Nostromo logs, this is all you need and you can leave. But we're going to go all the way down there to find the super Easter egg. Noisemaker. ID tag. I don't know how to get through this part. This has always been ultra confusing. Is this door even open, or is it still loading? This is what I need to open. This would be killer if this would open right here. This doesn't go anywhere, right? This is a straight up dead end. Yeah, this doesn't even go back down. Okay, that makes sense. You hop across the central corridor, go up this debris ramp, is what my notes say. And go over that way. This is where the original shutter was, right? Where you had to go all a long way around to open this shutter because they had it blockaded. Yes, that's what it was. Okay. You came through this way, and that shutter was blockaded and guarded. You had to go all the way around to get past that, and the robots started going wild and everything. So this goes back to the spaceflight terminal, back to the very, very beginning. We're almost there. So this was the door that we had to open the very first time. When you're with that guy. This was the first door. And now I'm going up to the airlock. Should be this way toward the baggage stuff, right? Because this is where I came back in. When you got blown away with the station in Chapter 11, and you had to fly back, this is how you got back on board, was this airlock. This guy right there was where the shotgun came from.
Can't trust anyone. Gotta make my own way.
There was a guy there when you revisited the first time. I guess he kind of glitched out of existence. And there's one door. All this stuff, you came up here, you needed a security tuner, you needed a torch. There's all kind of doors and weird stuff. Like, look at all these little hallways down here. This is the last one. Okay, this is the guy. Another shotgun. Oh, we're talking. This guy was the dude that like live tweeted his last couple of days on board this station. Pretty sure all these numbers are nonsense. Whatever his name was. You could follow him on Twitter and he would tell you what was happening.
I am so sorry. You were right. I never should have come here. Please tell Beth and Heidi. Tell them that I love them more than anything. Oh God, I hurt so much. I found something, Anne. I don't know what it was, but I found it. Now it's killed me. It's going everywhere. I have to tell someone. It has to be right. I was so stupid, Anne. I should have stayed with you. I wish. I wish.
So the poor guy never made it out of here. He did the best he could, gathering shotgun shells and booze to defend himself. There was nothing he could do. And so the code to his ultimate storage locker here was only available on Twitter. It's the only place you could get it. It was not in the game anywhere. It was not in that recording. He didn't write it on the board. They didn't like patch it in later. You had to go follow him on Twitter after like a week after this game came out to get the code for that. All the amazing shit that's in here. It's just straight up mollies and EMP mines. I don't even have to make them anymore. Four stun baton rounds, that's the best. Flamethrower. Yeah, this is just like the ultimate treasure room in the game. This is right there next to the one boss fight where you had all those wave of androids came after you. They stocked you up for that. This is pretty much right there. Old Mike Tanaka fortified himself in pretty good here. Did the best that he could, but didn't make it. So that was a big Easter egg in publicizing the game. You had to follow this guy on Twitter to get the code for this storeroom.
Can't trust anyone.
Which I guess you could. You did know this existed, I guess. You could have come up here and seen this room. Okay, there's an ion torch room left. What's it on the ground? Beg pardon. Did somebody just shoot me? I feel like somebody just tried to shoot at me. And the alien came and swiftly murdered them. This guy. Fuck that dude. Go figure. So anyway, that was the big Easter egg when you got back to Solomon Habitations. You could have written that one down, I guess. That would be in your very early notes. That Mike Tanaka's room exists. You okay, bud? I won't shoot you. Alright, this is the elevator. Yeah. That actually could have been like the first room you were unable to access. All that stuff up there, because that's where you first got the maintenance jack, where you could open doors and stuff like that. There was a plasma torch, which you could get on your way back. Once you came back onto the station from Chapter 11, you came back in through that airlock, you had the plasma torch, so you could do that. That was the ion torch you couldn't do until much, much later. So that was actually maybe the first door you had written down of go back to find this later. Oh, Mike Tanaka's secret storage room. Place turned into a mess. I'm gonna write this down a little better for the next time. You'd come left, you take that left into here, go halfway down the corridor, and then turn left again. Then you go up the debris ramp. Okay. That was your second left. This door was your first left. After the ion torch. When you come back here, Ricardo was sealed in after you leave Chapter 11. Ricardo seals this door in, so I came back here and I had to ion torch it. First left, second left. Turn right, go halfway down the main concourse hallway, and then go left and up the debris ramp. Okay, so back to the transit station. And we're done. This is all the sidetracking there was. So I need to go back to Seegson, which is in Tymed, I think. I don't even know. Seegson Communications, I know my way through there, but I do not know what tower it's in. Lawrence, Systech. Engineering, Lawrence, Systech, Tymed Tower, and Solomon's Habitation Tower, which I'm in. I still don't know which one has which in it. It's very confusing. It's unnecessary to do this tram bullshit. They could have made it continuous. Go from one to another. So you could visualize it on a big map. You know, this is the north part of the station, this is the upper part of the station, whatever. Then you know where you're going. Jesus crackers. So this was the main lobby where you started in with the guys and the guns were chasing you. You had to go around the data room when you first met the alien. There's the server farm.
Seeks and Communication Technologies, Tech Support Services, and Gemini Exoplanet Solutions.
Do I actually have to go this way? Just save again. All of that was just to get the battery in the data cell the first time, to get the data cell thing for your tuner so you could open that door. The door in this main room, which I'm going through now. And I don't even know where that goes. I felt like that was one of the ways to the main tram station, but that's not. I guess that leads me to communications the first time. This is like chapter 3 when you get here. You just got out of the spaceflight terminal like I did. And then you end up here. Take a different tram, which I don't think you could ever take the same way that the guy took with you. When you leave the spaceflight terminal with the guy, I think that's a unique path, and I don't think you can do it again. And through all of this, just to get the tuner to go out this way, because this leads to comms. Okay, that makes sense. So Lauren Systech Spire is this main lobby with all the first gun dudes in it. The data hub network shit where you got your tuner, and then you come back for the server farm. When you seal the stairwell in chapter 10, that's all in here. 3 floors that you go up and down that all look like the same thing, and you can't get through it all. The first time you can only go through the data network stuff at the bottom. The second time you can go through all 3 of them when you seal the stairwell. So chapter 3 leads you through all that stuff the first time. Chapter 4 is the comms network, and you come back through here in chapter 10 to try to trap it. That's Lauren Systech. SciMed Tower, chapters 5 and 6 is the getting the med kit for Taylor. And then 7 and 8 are heading to Solomon's habitation. You met the Marshal. And that's when you go to Solomon's habitation. You go to the Marshal Bureau. And the Galleria crap that we went through. I think that's 7 and 8. Because you gotta go the long way around. You go the long ass way around just to get to the Marshal Bureau. That's 7 and 8. The flashback is 9, and then 10 is Trap the Alien. That's Lauren Systech. Oh Christ, where am I? Okay, I just came out of this research. I have to go the long way around. This is full of humans.
Company. Seats and security just came through. Guns in hand, not friendly. I had to hide under a desk.
What do they want?
The Torrens. They heard the broadcast. They want to contact it. I think they plan on taking it by force.
Can they?
No. Comms are still out. Steer clear of them though. They're dangerous and desperate.
Feels like we're standing
Pretty sure I saw a guy walking around down here. I can't really do this quietly. I'll take my chances. I'm sure he didn't hear that. I think there's a tag in here. This place is totally different now that I have the ion torch. All of these there was 4 or 5 of these tunnel entrances the first time.
Rixel's journal entry 340. Right. Got to be quiet now. I found a small hideaway in the spaceflight terminal. Not exactly 5-star, but it's cozy enough. I filled a bag with essentials and picked up a few things on the way. Pretty sure I didn't run into anyone. Too many people with guns on Sebastopol now. shooting at shadows. I mean, I have one myself, but I'm not fucking insane. At least, he is secluded, and I'm close to the terminal. So if there is a chance of a ship arriving, I'll get a front seat.
I guess there was a thing dropped in from the ceiling and fucked him up. He's wanted to go lay down for a minute. Okay, so there's that tag. The first tunnel entrance. I don't think there's anything I need to do in here, because this was like one of the first Nostromo logs you could get. If you stopped on the way back, you could get that, and I'm 99% sure that I would have done that. I don't think I need a damn thing in here. That tag was it. I think I'm good all the way until I get all the way through here. So I'm going to scoot across and take this other little hallway hatch here. Do this ultra stealth like.
Orbital stabilizers operating at 80% and falling.
Come on, someone will send help soon.
This hallway looks okay. There's definitely guys in that room to my left. But I did all of this the first time. Don't need anything. Don't need to bother.
Sure.
Oh shit.
This won't end well. You really are asking for trouble, ain't you?
Did it actually work? Did that guy just go down there to see what that was? Oh my lord. These goons are something else.
Orbital stabilizers operating at 60%.
Let's get a quick save on. So far, so good.
You okay?
Listen, Marlowe's positions are still logged at this terminal. If we had the coordinates for the Torrens, we could align the transmitter dishes manually, bypass Apollo completely.
There's an observatory near the comms array, right?
Yeah, we should be able to find the Torrens coordinates using that. I'll get the door ready.
Operating at 40% and falling.
Yes, let's just save again so that doesn't happen a second time. Or so nothing that happens at all, because if you're watching this on YouTube and you didn't see that.
Damn it, I can't get past the lockdown. Keep on it. That cheese must be around here somewhere. Apollo won't let me in. Try your codes again. Okay, okay.
Man, these door loads. Press A. Wait till it finishes moving.
Thank God. Ricardo, I found them.
Now you've got to align the dishes to the Torrens position manually.
Check. I'm going outside.
Jesus.
I can unlock the entrance to the airlock from here. Give me a sec. There, got it.
There's only 3 tags left. 2 logs. As far as I know, I've been following everything this playthrough. I should have them all. I did all the backtracking in this chapter. This part is so irritating and long.
Hurry! All hell's gonna break loose when the festival starts to fall.
Like walking out in space in the suit and the quiet and everything, right? This like serene calm contrast how fucking crazy this is, you know, hurling through space. Debris and rocks and shit everywhere, but it's just so peaceful and simple, and it's not. I understand, I get that. It's a great dramatic tension, but holy shit, it takes so long to walk through this part. My God. And then I gotta walk back.
Punching the coordinates at the terminal.
Servo lock on. Parabolic antenna in fixed position.
Damn it!
It's okay, Ricky. There's an override console by the transmitters.
That would have been enough. Just walk up to the terminal, put in the 2 numbers, and be done. This is unnecessary on top of unnecessary. Like, kudos for the creativity of designing all the different things you had to do. Unlock this and override that and reroute power to this. But so much of it is just busy work. Which one's it gonna be? Just pull the lever 3 times, right, boss? No, 3 different levers, once each. Sure that does it. $35.75? Yeah. Okay. Sure thing. They didn't even put any tension in this. Like, right as soon as I do this, they could, like, I make contact, they could have had, like, a rock fly through and blow out the catwalk or something, and I had to crawl back. They could have used this time. They didn't. It's just, it's time.
Torrens, this is Ripley on the station. Are you reading me, Verlaine?
Ripley, what the hell is going on over there?
Bad things, Torrens. There's an alien organism here. It's deadly. We need urgent extraction.
A what?
There's no time to explain. Please, Verlaine.
There's nowhere for us to dock, Ripley. The station's tearing free from its gravity mooring. I've seen a towing platform below the spaceflight terminal, but the Torrens umbilical isn't built for it. You'll need to extend the tow platform clamp station side.
Just get into position.
So he wouldn't even let me take the elevator down while that was going on. I could have been halfway back. Could have had that conversation walking. Why they needed to feel the need to make all of this take so long. Look at this. I gotta walk all the way back up there with nothing happening. Literally nothing can go wrong. I'm just walking in a straight line. The flashback. The flashback of the Anesidora finding the derelict is 14 minutes long. You can't do anything about it. You can't skip it at all. You have to go through it. The whole first part we use like the wayfinder to locate your target. It's pointless. It's not a skill you're going to use later. It's not like that's introducing you to this mechanic or how to locate stuff. No, it's just there. You climb through the rocks and follow the beacon. Even though there's only one way to climb through the rocks. It's nothing there. And then it's 14 minutes long of just doing that flashback. And there's no avoiding it every time you play. I don't know what they felt the need for any of that was. Okay, save, because we're not doing that ever again.